Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos. And today I'm at Lake James State Park here in Western North Carolina at the Catawba River access. I haven't been to this access in a long time, but I'm really happy to be back out today. I was in Hickory spending some time with my father, who's still in the hospital right now. And got something to do this afternoon, so I need to be back up in Nashville. So I thought I'd just pop by and do a little activation on the way home for a little much needed radiotherapy. Now, before I get started here, I'd like to thank all of my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. You really do make this possible to pump out these videos and have such a good time doing it. And yeah, just thank you so very much. As I say, I don't put ads on my YouTube channel. I turn off monetization from ads, and you know, so one way that you can support me is to do a Coffee Fund or Patreon, but don't feel obligated if you're not in a position to do that. Again, there's never any obligation, just if you feel like it and you have the means to do it. I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, today is a beautiful day. I'm surprised the park isn't even a little busier than it is right now. It's a Sunday. It's the 29th of April. And yeah, we're gonna have to do a fairly quick activation. I do need to be back to the house in a little bit, so I probably can't be here more than an hour. And now normally that's plenty of time to do an activation, but lately conditions have really been poor, like very, very poor. And I'm not entirely sure that it's even realistic to say I can do the activation within an hour, because I've had many friends here recently who've been out and about for in excess of an hour, even 2.5 hours to get 10 contacts. That's how bad it's been. It's just, conditions are very unstable, and that happens. So I think I'm gonna deploy my end-fed half-wave antenna. This one again is one, just it happens to be in the car. I haven't had a chance to really go out and change out my gear a whole lot. I've just been running back and forth to Hickory a whole lot lately. So I'm going to use my MW0 SAW end-fed half-wave. That'll give me 40 and 20 meters. I'm going to use my TR-45L skinny again today, just because I want to. And so that'll give me 40 and 20. Those two bands should serve me fairly well. Just looking here to see where I want to put my antenna. I want to be out of the way of people here. Sorry if I'm moving the camera around too quickly for some of you. I think I'm just going to go this way. I've done this before. I think I'll just try to punch through and come up this way. We'll see if the camera can grab this. Who knows? Who knows? In fact, it may hit the camera for all I know. Okay, let me take off my glasses here. Ooh, that reminds me. I don't think I have my reading glasses with me. I'm gonna have to go back into the car to grab those. Okay, so I've got my throw line. Let's see if the throw line can do its job today. I don't want to be on this path too much, just in case someone would walk down here. I don't think they would. They shouldn't, at least. I just wanted to get through some of these branches and spread out a bit. 40 meter end-fed half waves are pretty darn long, so you really need a little space. Boy, these are thick here. These are pretty thick. I may have to go over to this side to do it. Looking out for poison ivy. I don't see any here right now. Okay, I'll try to do this. I don't even know if I'm in the camera shot anymore, but I'm gonna give it a go. Here we go. Okay, it made it up. Let's see if that will work for me. I think so. It'll be all strung out. Yeah, this will do fine. This will do absolutely fine. It's not as far in as I'd like, but that was a lot of branches to get through. Okay, Lime, let's see if I can get you across over here. Sometimes it's just about finagling that line around to get it where you want it to be. And that's where I wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm surprised it's so quiet over here. I bet you that the other end of Lake James is busy at Patty Creek. I bet you that it's pretty busy there because that's where the beach is and everything. So this is going to work out just fine. What's it catching on here? Ah, I see. We'll get this thing up pretty quickly. I think I'll start on 20 meters. 20 meters will be the healthier band, I suspect, today. I suspect so. I hope so. Like I said, my buddy Vlado the other day, and this has only been 2 or 3 days ago, he had, actually, what was it, 2.5 hours worth of time put in to try to get his 10 during an activation. That's how bad it's been. I think my buddy Alan gave me sort of a similar number yesterday. Alan, W2AEW, he can correct me if I'm wrong, but he also spent quite a bit of time trying to get it to work. It's been poor, and when conditions are poor, they're poor. It doesn't mean that you can't work some DX or something. It just means it's very unstable. So okay, let's string this out. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up, mainly so I can see what's going on when I start pulling up this antenna. Let's move it over here, out of the way. Put that right there. And I'm gonna attach this just so it doesn't go flying off. There we go. Now we'll just go pull this guy up, and then hopefully that'll all work out. Be careful not to step on the antenna. It's actually, this is probably gonna be basically an inverted B. I think there's like 60. Okay, am I gonna have to detangle that? Nope. It is untangling itself for the most part. I did kind of have it in a big pile there on the ground. There we go. Yeah, this is coming all the way down to me right now. There's quite a bit of antenna here. Okay, so I need to tie this off over here. That's about right. I'll tie it right here around a little tree. You probably can't see this, but you'll have to trust me. Yeah, there we go. That'll work fine. Let's just get on the air, right? This is a nice table, actually. The weather is, it's just ideal right now. It's not too, not too cold. It's not cold at all, of course, it's warm, but it's not too warm. What do I need? I need to go get my glasses. You have to give me a moment here to go back to my car, grab my glasses. I won't do very well logging without my reading glasses. Yep, in my videos you get to see everything. Where did I put them? Okay, now we can get down to business. I'm always looking around to see if I see trash anywhere, and I'm not seeing it. It's very clear, very, very clean here today. Lake James stays pretty clean, to be honest. But with as many families and things come here and visitors, it's not surprising that it can get a little messy sometimes. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I brought everything with me. Now, let's hope there's enough charge in this battery. I've been so disorganized lately. Normally I keep my gear, I know exactly how much charge is in. I'm recharging my batteries regularly and doing everything lately. Life has just been crazy. It's like it won't slow down right now. So there you go. Okay. Boy, it's a beautiful day. Man, I'd like to be on the lake today myself. Let's plug in the paddles. I'll use these guys today. I think I'll do what I've been doing and just log straight on paper instead of doing it on my phone. I'm still using hammers. I've heard about a new logging app. A lot of you have told me about it, and I think I've seen a couple of videos of people using it. I just haven't jumped over there yet. I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure I will. Before long, I'll give it a go. I like hammers. Hammers works pretty well. My main gripe about hammers, and again, keeping in mind that this is something which is made out of the kindness of someone's heart, and they even give it for free. It's really hard to complain about that kind of software, and it served me very well. I can't export the data out of the database inside my phone, and that's kind of bad, because I like to, I can't do it in bulk. I'm way behind on Logbook of the World, and I'd like to just do a bulk export of all of my ADIF files, but unfortunately you can't do that. You have to do them one at a time in the Hammers app because of how it stores it in the database. They're not separate files. Okay. I'm still good on my battery. Okay. Okay, this is sounding a little bit better. Sounds like there's something going on today, though. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add one more microphone to the mix here. Did I bring it? Maybe I didn't bring it with me. Yeah, I didn't bring it. Okay. Pretty sure that you can hear this just fine. Yeah. I need to do a quick. Yeah, I got a really good SWR. It's like about 1.2, 1.3 to 1. Boy, that sounds a little fast. US 2739. Yeah, I think that's it. Lake James State Park. It's the 28th of April, 2024. We are with the TR-45L. I'll put the NW0 SAW. So that's not anybody very close by at all, but they sound it because I've got the filter wide open. Oh, that's somebody doing. I can't hear the other end. I was going to try to work that station, but that's not somebody near me. So here we go. Yeah. Being hopeful, I'm going to write 16 down. I'll look and make sure I'm being spotted when I get this. Here we go. Okay, let's hop on to the POTA site, see if it's spotting me. Not so far. I don't know why, but it has not been spotting me lately. I'm gonna go ahead and add my spot. I'm wondering if I'm not doing my times correctly or something. I don't know. Okay, park reference is US 2739. Okay. It is still morning, isn't it? I like your fist. Okay, I think it's W. Gotcha. Okay, good. I haven't gotten a single reverse beacon network spot. Oh, I have. Well, no, that wasn't reverse beacon network. That was an individual. That was VE1 CNS. Thank you. Boy, isn't the noise floor so low on this radio? The audio is gorgeous. Okay, little spider. Let me move you out of the way there. I don't want to smash him. See how many I've got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got my 10. I can go a little bit longer, but I will need to head on soon. These are bad conditions, and I've got my 10 and I got them in short order, but I'm here to tell you that this is a Sunday. This is a big time POTA day. So I'm sure there are tons of hunters out there, but conditions are poor enough that they're not just rolling in. Like, I think on a normal day there would be like a little bit of a pileup going on for most hunters, but not today. But I've gotten some good DX. I mean, Washington State's pretty amazing. Okay, I am getting spotted now. And I actually got spotted, so that's a 13 dB signal from a VE6. So there's some... Is that right? Is that right? Oh, F. How many is that now? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm seeing people with kayaks and wishing I was out on the water right now with a kayak. There we go. That was really nice. Thank you for hanging around for my shaving a haircut. I appreciate that. I'm gonna mark myself QRT because I've got service and I'm thinking about doing it. So now that I mark myself QRT, that'll let people know that I'm no longer on the air. I'm gonna take a few photos here and then I need to be on my merry way. So that turned into a pretty darn pleasant activation, actually. I mean, there's no place I'd rather be right now than just right here, enjoying this weather, this beautiful park, and this activation. You know, I just love this. This is a perfect kind of radiotherapy for me today, actually. Even though it's kind of a short activation, it was still fun. You know, I think this is maybe my 4th activation using this one charge on this battery, and it's still showing that it's got plenty of voltage to keep me going for a while, at least when I checked it at the beginning, which is pretty darn impressive. The radio, this TR-45, is pretty efficient. I mean, really, pretty darn efficient. Let's put it up in its little bag here. I hope, if you've been wanting a TR-45L, that you've listened to me and gone ahead and ordered one from John, because as I've mentioned in the past, he announced his retirement, and so he will no longer be manufacturing these. He's going to kind of fill the rest of the orders that are out there for the amount of parts he has, and then when they're gone, they're gone. I'm sure some of them, they show up occasionally on the market when I think people buy them and they just don't go out and use it as much as they think they would. I can tell you that these are keepers for me. I will never let go of either of my TR-45Ls. I absolutely love them because I just think they're, in a sense, it's like kind of, to me, the perfect field radio. When you're not doing SOTA, now you could take this on a SOTA activation, of course you could, but it's a little bulky for a long hike. But you know, drive up SOTA activations or something like that. Oh, this would be a great system for that. Let me try to pull out the tripod here a little further. There we go. And we'll put up the rest of this stuff. Let's see. So first thing I'll do is gather up my feed line here. Whoops. Oh, I've been getting a lot of questions about this lately, so I think I'll mention it again. This feed line is made by ABR Industries. This is an RG316 that has an inline choke built into it. And do you need a choke? People ask me this a lot too. Do you need a choke when you're operating an in-fed half wave or any kind of in-fed antenna? The answer is, it really kind of depends. I'd say that most radios, when you're operating QRP power, like 5 watts or something, you probably don't have to worry about an RF choke too much. It's not going to affect the radio, especially if you've got a good radio like the KX2 or the TR-45L or just another good quality radio. Some radios, some inexpensive radios that don't have a lot of front end and stuff, I don't know if that's in fact, this probably doesn't have a lot to do with it. But if you have any RF coming back to your radio, it can affect the keying a little bit, your electronic keying. So that's one symptom you'll see, and usually putting an RF choke in line will take care of that. But I like the fact it's built in. I don't have to think about it. I'm not carrying an extra RF choke if I thought I needed it. But again, for most QRP, probably not completely necessary. But ABR Cable, as you know, I'm a big fan. They are, in full disclosure, an affiliate. here on QRP, and I guess you'd say my channel too. And but I love their stuff. This stuff lasts forever. I think they're the best quality cables you can buy in the US. Now there are some other people, like I mentioned, Penntek, Tufton. Those are two companies that produce RG316 patch cords and cable assemblies, and I think they're really good quality as well. The cool thing about ABR is they have a real cable house, and they can just produce anything you can dream up. So that just makes them, I just think, so amazing. And you can save 10% if you use my link and I think maybe a coupon code, and you'll have to look in my description below. I'll tell you all about that if you would like to order something like this or another custom cable. I can't say enough good things about them. I've been a customer of ABR longer, way longer than I've had any kind of YouTube channel or anything. Probably for a decade before that, I don't know. Oh, it's so beautiful out today. Man. It would be just the perfect day to be on the water because it's not too hot, it's nice and sunny. I think I looked, and in the sun it's probably around 79, 80 degrees, but it's pretty dry, so it's not a super humid day. And there's a little bit of a breeze, so it'd be perfect to be out on the water today. I may walk over there really quickly and I'll kind of show you the lake from here. I'll see, I think I got enough time to do that. Whoops. Steve, I have gotten a lot of use out of this antenna. Now, in-fed half waves, if you build them properly, they all perform about the same. Some will be a little more efficient than others, depending on how they were wound and the materials and everything, but by and large, they all act the same. It's an in-fed half wave. I have used this one so much. There we go. Let's put this here. And now we'll go put up the throw line. There's a campground here. I plan to stay here this summer a couple times, so I can do some late nights. POTA. Okay, let's see. I need to bring this down a little bit. Sorry. I'm still getting used to this thing. There we go. Okay, let's do a little throw line organization here. Oops, probably need to bring this around the camera. There we go. I think the line's going to land on the camera. Doctor says my dad may get out of the hospital tomorrow, which is really good. Happy to hear that. Throw lines do not take that long to take care of. Now, if I brought along my big throw line cube, it'd even be faster. But I don't think this takes much time, honestly. Pretty darn short period of time. There we go. Nice and tidy. And we'll walk over here really quickly, and I'll show you the lake over here. It's close by. There's a good reason why Lake James is a favorite POTA spot. It is really good. Now, there was at one point a lot of QRM here. I was getting a lot of QRM from something nearby, and that seems to have gone away. They've got some nice trails. This trail goes to the campground. Just look out here. Isn't it beautiful? I'm not going to get right on the lake shore here, but it is really pretty. Oh yeah. Oh, it'd be so nice to be out kayaking today. I have a friend that is looking to, he and his wife are thinking about buying a house on Lake James. They're going to find that I'm a pretty frequent guest, I think, if they do that. Yeah, let's go back up here now. Time to hit the road. Head on my merry way. That was a really fun, nice little break in the day. That's what I love about POTA, is you can just kind of stop somewhere, play a little radio, and then move on. If I had a lot of time today, I would have moved to the 40-meter band and possibly even got my ATU out or something and gone to another band, but this was just right. I feel like I served everyone that could hear me, so worked out well. Let's finish packing this stuff up. My glasses. Put the cable assembly in here. The antenna. And we are done. Done as dinner. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and joining me on this activation. I really appreciate it. And I hope you get a chance to go out and play a little bit of radio soon. Those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, as we move through spring and into summer, I hope you get a lot of opportunities to go out and play radio. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, just wear a jacket or something if it gets cold. I actually prefer, excuse me, I prefer the colder weather. The pollen is thick, 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 thick today. You can't really see it in this video, but man, it's bad. It's going to get me coughing here in a second. So before I do, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. And remember that all we got on this planet is each other. So take care of one another. Until next time, 7 twos.